everybody, this is Michael out in Maui. Aloha. So if you've been enjoying all the contents I've been putting out, I recommend subscribing to the channel. So let's talk beginners. And what disc should a beginner be throwing? So a lot of times when I see beginners here, they're all throwing a nice, sharp, pointy edge driver. No beginner should be throwing a sharp disc. A driver is meant to be thrown over 300 feet. Even a fairway driver is meant to be thrown 300 feet. So if you're throwing these two discs as beginners, you could be hindering your own distance, because you're throwing too overstable of a disc. You got to do is get into throwing the mid-ranges. Mid-ranges are more like a frisbee and will glide longer and throw farther. Because you can see here, if I take my driver, I'm going to throw it nice and easy right out in front, and then it's going to fly out and it's going to hook real hard left. So right here. There it goes. You can see how thing just rolled over, crashed. That's because it's not thrown hard enough. So here's a fairway driver, same thing. Just wants to roll over and crash. Because like I said, those discs want to go, 300 plus, 400 plus. So you get yourself some, mid-range discs. Now mid-range discs, they like to glide. So with a slower arm speed, you're going to get a better glide out of the disc. Went right past those other two. So it just went right past them. Nice and easy, fairway driver, mid-range. So same thing, nice easy throw, but the disc just kept going. And the weight of the disc also matters. You don't want to be throwing a max weight disc as a beginner. When you throw, the disc snaps into your wrist to throw, the disc. That little bit of a snap right here, a lighter disc is going to come out with more pop because it's used to your slower arm speed. If I throw a 155 gram disc, I can feel it. It actually hurts my arm. It's so light. I can feel the lightness, and it's wrong. Too light. But I can feel it when I throw hard. Because when I throw hard, I can push out to 400 feet. So a 155 is too light for my arm. So I throw max weight, 175. So if I can feel a difference between 155 and 175, there's a difference. Because, it's like I say, it's all about how it pops out of your hand. So, but anyways, as a beginner, get a 160, just get like a 160, 165 gram disc. As you get better and you start throwing harder, then you can move up in weight of disc. But the weight of disc really just helps on the release of the disc. It's just easier to throw because it weighs less. So, but anyway, so you just don't want to throw a sharp pointy disc as a beginner. Get a mid-range disc that says it's going to fly straight on the chart, and that'll do everything you want it to do. So anyway, so nice easy mid-range throws. The disc is going to glide farther because of the shape. Anyway, this is Michael out in Maui. Aloha.